Okay, Sue, let's get you in spot.
I'm coming.
Everybody got coffee and everything?
Yeah, I got coffee. Of course I got coffee. Thanks, honey. I need my notes.
Get your pad of paper.
No, I mean my pad of paper for my notes. Good morning.
Hello, everybody. It's Sunday, August 2nd.
It is the 2nd.
Oh my gosh, time flew. I'm so glad July's over. It felt like forever.
And this is Flock Around the Table. I'm Mika.
Sue.
I'm Deb, and we're here in Indiana, flocking around the table.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And it's cooler today, and I still didn't put anything on. None of us have any. Anything on, and it's cooler outside.
She did wear it coming in.
She did.
It was backwards, and they reprimanded me. So
we're gonna do that. We'll mention she's got
not
a giant bib.
Backwards, like the wrong side was showing.
Well, yeah.
I love that green. It just turned out so cool because it's just not your cup. I mean, you'd been.
But you had to take it off so that you could have breakfast
because I would
use it as a bib.
Yeah. Yes. I brought coffee cake this morning. We went to, there's this little bakery in Broad Ripple down the way, and I went and got this sour cream
coffee
cake. It's got cinnamon.
It was
really good.
Yes, awfully good.
But I have to say, you deceived us in your text. You said, I'm going to bring some homemade.
No, I said fresh made.
Okay, well...
And they had made it that morning because she was just putting them on the rack.
Okay, well, it was deceiving because the way the text came across, it sounded like she was making it, and I about fell out of my chair because this one doesn't really cook.
No, I don't. No.
Even less than, more than me. But
more than you, but less than her.
You
were impressed, weren't you?
I was totally impressed. I mean, I wanted breakfast last night and had to bake some bread just so I could have bread with my eggs. So I did. I baked a loaf of bread so I could have a breakfast for dinner.
And I kept the little bakery in Broad Ripple. And seriously, it's like a shed that they took an old shed or an old garage. They turned it into this teeny tiny bakery. And because of the social distancing, you can have 2 people in there at one time. And it's but it was really good. I was on the hunt for bread because we're doing deli night at my mom's tonight. Every Sunday we get together, the group of us, and see my mom. She's 91. And we see her. And so tonight is deli night, so we're having pastrami and beef and whatever. But I was looking for rye bread. Nobody has rye bread. So if anybody knows where there's rye bread, send me a comment. I love rye bread. So other than that, how was everybody's week? How was yours? Good? Okay.
Yeah, they answered so fast.
I know, they all went
just as fast as she's talking.
I know, I must have had too much caffeine this morning. Okay, go ahead.
Micah, how was your week?
Yeah,
my week was good.
Are you good
I'm good
for a moment?
I'm crashed.
Now that she's crashed. Okay.
I'm good.
How was your week?
I met. Was it this week? I got my house cleaned.
On
Monday.
Yes.
And I met Deb for lunch.
I'm Karen. Hi, Karen.
Shh. I'm sorry.
There's this restaurant we go to where the seating is outside, and it's great for breakfast brunch. It's called Another Broken Egg. It's over on Meridian, in Indianapolis. Anyway, we've gone there 2 or 3 times for breakfast, and it's real comfortable being able to sit outside and not have anybody breathe on you. I even sit far away from Deb. Anyway, we went there for brunch while my house was being cleaned because I don't want the cleaning lady to reprimand me while I'm still there. I know she walks in and says, "Oh my God, she still hasn't picked that stuff up."
Oh, well.
And that's only half the story. But she puts things away in places that I don't always know.
I know. You had mentioned that when we were at lunch on Wednesday. You were saying, I must have, you were looking for a glass or something. And
my hair dryer.
The hair dryer was it. I can't remember.
It wasn't just underneath the sink?
No.
Well, it was, but I never put it there. I put it stays on the counter.
Right.
No.
And
typically mine stays on the counter too, but my cleaning lady puts my hair dryer underneath.
Maybe we have the same cleaning lady.
I don't think so. But, okay, so you had your house cleaned? I had my house cleaned on Friday, and Jamie told me, don't forget to leave the check for the cleaning lady. So, of course, I forgot to leave the check for the cleaning lady. Not only that, but I overslept on Friday because I couldn't fall asleep Thursday night. which last night I figured out why, because I didn't take any of my sleepy pills on Thursday night. Anyway, I overslept on Friday morning, forgot to leave for the check, forgot she was even coming. So typically I put my dirty clothes in, I strip the bed, put the stuff in the washer because then she'll dry it and then make my bed again. I didn't do any of that, and I left a few things out that I typically wouldn't have wanted other people to see. And
now, what was that? The mystery comes about.
And then when I got home, I realized that the cleaning lady had been here, and I'm like,
all the unmentionables were taken care of?
yes!
She probably has these long tongs that she picks up.
Probably.
Hold
Oh
your
my
nose.
gosh. And she stripped my bed, washed my sheets, dried my sheets, and made my bed again.
Oh my God.
I love her.
And then I didn't even pay her. I felt so bad. So I texted Jamie, and I'm like, okay, of course I forgot to leave the check. And can you, because I don't even have her phone number or anything.
Right.
Jamie does all the communication with her. Can you let her know that I could put it in the mail for her?
She can stop by.
Or
I'll
give
leave
it to
on the
her
counter.
husband. Her husband mows our lawn, so.
Oh my, that's convenient.
Yeah. Anyway,
Cool.
that was my fun for the week. Yay.
No,
But
we
isn't
had
it
other
not-
fun.
Isn't it nice to come home and the house is like,
Yes.
it just smells so good and the floors just shine and my dog is traumatized, but
Because he doesn't like the vacuum
think-
cleaner?
he doesn't like the vacuum cleaner
Yeah,
or
Well,
the
he's
mop.
not used to it.
No, he's not used to the vacuum cleaner because I don't run it.
See, mine's used to it. Mikey runs it. I take vacuum cleaners out very easily. One time I was vacuuming, and one of those cords, like on your blinds, it had come untied, and I didn't realize it was down there. And
so
I
you
went
vacuum-
like this, and my vacuum cleaner went up into the
Oh my gosh.
into the window and stripped some gear, and I couldn't get it down because I'm like so short and it's up there. And Mikey comes home and I
Oh my
said,
gosh.
"Hi, honey." I said, "I got something for you to fix."
I was
And he's
vacuuming
like, and he walks around into the dining room and he was like, "Oh, this has to," and he never does this. He never makes a point. He goes, "This I have to immortalize," and he takes like pictures
Takes a picture of it as the
my
vacuum up the
cleaner
wall.
hanging like a fixture next to the window, and he goes, "God, how did you?" And then of course he's got to analyze it. He's up there like, "How did you not break
he's
the
an engineer.
window?" And,
Oh my
so of
gosh.
course then, every year when he gets these like.
Now I just got to get like super heavy vacuum cleaners so that the cord won't be able to pick it up.
Well, that's one of them, but he gets like these, like, "Thank you, you did a great job," sort of rewards, and then they give him a little gift. He always orders a vacuum cleaner. We have extras because I have a tendency to take them out, And I did that another time. I was vacuuming in our downstairs. No place is there a thread. I mean, I've never had a thread come, never, right? Just because I'm vacuuming, I went like this. He had done this part of it, and I said, I'll do around. And of course, a piece of thread comes up. Literally starts. I go like this with the vacuum cleaner,
The whole
and then
carpet,
the whole carpet
starts
kinda goes.
unraveling like a
and-
piece of knitted
Exactly.
fabric. Oh,
And
great.
of course, it's when I was vacuuming, not when he was vacuuming.
So don't vacuum anymore.
No, I don't.
I think that's a perfect solution.
Since I don't do it right, I don't do it
I still have
anymore.
a picture in my mind of that vacuum cleaner hanging
On
from
the,
the window.
well, I would
And it
have
was
had to.
red. It was a Hoover.
I would have had to
It's
make
red.
up a story while I was vacuuming the blinds.
You won't believe what
I
happened.
don't know how this
I
happened.
have no idea.
Strangest thing.
I was
my
just,
gosh.
and so it was the craziest thing. And I have to admit, just standing there, I was dumbfounded. You know what I mean? Here this thing's going,
And you
I
didn't think shut it off?
I did. But first I had to climb through everything
Well,
to
then-
get
well-
to the cord.
Have you ever burned up the motor? Something. I vacuumed up something. It was a long stringy thing, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I burned up the motor doing
Yeah,
it.
and boy, you get that when
And then it smells.
the belt. Yeah, when the belt goes.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've
then
done
you
that.
think, damn.
Well, I only have
That's why we
Hector.
have
You guys know I got
She's got the
Hector.
little Hector guy that goes
Look.
like this.
I have like a little Roomba for those of you who aren't, familiar with my house. I have a Roomba,
Named Hector.
or such type of thing, and we named him Hector. But Hector's on sabbatical. I don't know what's wrong with Hector.
Oh,
he
is
is
he?
on a very long vacation.
Is he on strike?
Maybe
I think so.
He's heading into retirement, I think.
And he was deported.
Sorry.
Oh, that was
perfectly set up for this, I'm telling you.
No,
Yeah.
Jamie, sometimes you have to replace the spinny things, and sometimes the battery needs to be replaced, and Jamie has tried everything, and so I think Hector might have
Hector may have gone to heaven.
Yeah, Hector may need to be replaced.
You could bury him out back.
Well, there you go. I always wanted to get one just to annoy the dog. But Mikey says there's too much stuff on the floor. The only thing it would do this all day long, just in one spot. You couldn't figure out where else to go because there's just too much stuff to bump into.
Well,
yeah.
They can get caught up in things quite easily. So
I remember
we got a bunch of stuff on the floor.
That's what I figured. Why?
I remember when you lost him.
Oh my gosh, that's when he got into the writing crop.
Well, and then he also got stuck underneath the couch or something.
Oh, he always gets stuck underneath the couch
man.
and underneath the hutch over here.
He's really
But
cute,
yeah, he
too.
got into my closet, and I have a little shoe rack on the floor, which I don't know why I do. I don't use it. But he got up underneath there and then couldn't get out, and so he died underneath Jamie's clothes, underneath the shoe rack in the closet. Couldn't find him. I literally couldn't find him.
I remember that.
I would have thought, oh my God, I left the door
places
open.
though. Or he'll get into he's gotten into the bathrooms and then shut the door on himself. So the bathroom floor is super clean because he's been in there for 6 hours, cleaning the bathroom floor until his battery dies, and then he's.
I'm like, dang, why can't you get in the tub?
Right? Oh my gosh.
There you go, Tyson. You need to make up a Roomba thing that you can stick in your tub that just go clean your tub all day long. That would be kind of cool.
I got a
like
big
that.
tub. I don't know.
I
I have
remember.
never
I don't
used my
clean it.
tub. I have one of those big jacuzzi tubs.
Oh, really?
Oh.
With the jets and everything. And of course, you're a bath taker.
I am
You'd
a
like
bath-
tub.
I'm a bath
I'm a
girl.
shower girl, and I have never used that tub.
Really?
I am a bath girl.
Never.
I always have to clean Mikey's before I take a bath, so I just bundle up and go down to the hot tub at the JCC. If I need to take if I need to
take a bath.
If I need to soak, let's put it that way. If I just want to soak, I'll go down to the JCC. Usually
Yeah.
there's nobody in that part, and it's huge.
So
As my
people
niece
watch
used
out.
to call it was the warm pool. We take her swimming, and she thought that was great.
the
At the
warm
end,
pool.
we could go in the warm pool at the end.
That's
So we
good.
did that.
I used
so.
to have a hot tub.
So
At this house here?
No, at my
Oh.
house in Plainfield, I had a hot tub. And it was a little slice of heaven. I had a friend who decided to bring her nieces over to my hot tub, and they had gotten in poison ivy, so they had calamine lotion all over their little bodies.
Oh my
and then
gosh.
they got in the hot tub.
And then they got in the hot tub.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh, that
No.
was so much fun to clean out.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. So from then on, I requested that if you have calamine lotion, you have to take a shower before you
Before
get
you
in the
get in the
house.
hot
for
tub.
sure,
Yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
see
So,
that.
but I left it with the house when I sold the house.
Well,
Okay.
yes.
And I think that's why the people bought it. They kind of went,
Ooh, a hot tub.
Ooh,
Mm.
hot tub. Ooh, hot tub.
yeah.
So,
All right. All
so let's see. Where are we going this week? Oh, James gone all week.
He is. He's still
Tell us
gone.
about your week with being here by yourself.
Being a bachelor.
Well,
Bachelorette.
okay. So it's fantastic to park in the middle of the garage.
That's what I wanted to know. I never get to do that.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be something to do.
Yeah.
do it all
Well,
the time.
don't drive Mikey to the airport when he goes someplace.
Well, we have 3 vehicles.
Well, one of them can stay outside and he can take himself to the airport. Therefore, you have
That's
park
true.
in the middle of the garage.
That's true.
So, at any rate, I've been able to park in the middle of the garage.
And sleep in the middle of the bed.
But it was end of month, so I was super busy at work. Extra busy because Jamie's not there, and then extra busy because it's end of month and they want big numbers.
So then you have to get out your big marker and go, here's your big number.
Yeah.
I can't do anything else.
That's
The
why
math doesn't come out.
I have a board above where I'm just going to call it my office, but it's really a cubicle. But we have I think it's a whiteboard or something, but they use permanent marker on it. The person who did it, and it's fantastic though. It's fantastic that it won't come off because it just says STS, which in our world means ship that shit.
I love it.
Yeah, STS, ship that shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that works.
That's what I got to do.
Cool.
That's what I got to do.
That keeps you motivated.
Yeah.
And my daughter got me hooked. I was telling you before,
Right.
So my daughter got me hooked playing this stupid Merge Dragon game. I'm going to say it's a stupid game because it's stupid addicting. Don't ever start it. If you're a game person at all, don't start this one. But it always has these special little events that happen twice a month or something. And I've never been able to get to like the end of it. And this morning, like half an hour before you showed up, I got to the very other side of it, and I still have all day to go. So now my dragons are just doing their thing. I know.
They're hanging
It's
out
silly.
with Victor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So Tori, I got all the way to the far side of the special event. You get lots of dragons if you get over there. Just FYI.
Oh, cool. That's great. And today we're speaking about dragons.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yes, we are.
We are.
See?
We've got some
See,
new yarn.
There's a segue.
We just jive so
rolled
well.
right into that. So yes, we are talking. Mika found another wonderful place to get some amazing yarn.
And it's all way over here.
That's okay. You can
It is called Dragon Hoard.
Yes.
And she is
Dragons.
this colorway.
Here,
Go ahead.
look at. Oh,
It
I'll put it
is
this way.
Raptors.
Oh, is that the right way? No, this is the right way. There we go.
Raptors Tears.
Oh my gosh, this is just.
It is really, the colors are really, really pretty. And it's slub. And I've started, I don't suppose I have to stand up.
No,
It's not
not.
slub. It's
I
bumpy.
started working on it. And you have to be careful because of the slub.
It's
Because
called Goblin Slub Fingerling.
And the name is
Raptor Kisses.
Not tears,
Woo!
kisses.
Raptor Kisses.
fun.
But what I've got so far, I've added another color to it from my stash, and just making a simple shawl. It's the pattern I'm using is called Something Good Shawl by Marie Greene of Olive Knits. I'll show you a picture. And it's one I've made before that I really like. It looks fairly, it is fairly simple. And I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, the slubs add a little, a bit of a challenge just because at first they seem to be all on one side, the back side or the front side, and I was kind of pushing them through. But I think if I just leave it alone, they will all come out evenly. But it really gives a nice texture to this shawl, and hopefully I'll have it a little closer to being done next week, and you can see a little more of the product as I'm going
Let
along.
me hold this up over here because I don't think you guys, now you guys can see the little
slubby things.
the little bumpies,
Right.
which totally give this some fun texture.
And we might
Yeah.
be talking about Dragon Hoard for a little bit. I did a little bit of research on the site, and it's she writes she has an actual line that goes with this author Sara J Maas.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote her first book when she was 16.
Oh my
And
gosh,
yes,
really?
And she does a whole series, and they're all really cute names. And I'm going to get my iPad out so I can quote it directly from Wikipedia.
You don't want to misquote?
No, I love this. When she started with her first set of books, it was the debut novel was eventually, when titled, it was Queen of Glass back then.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's something, but this is what she decided. The storyline of the series is based on Cinderella. It's a young fantasy, young adult fantasy,
Like a
with the
fanfic.
premise of, what if Cinderella was not a servant, but an assassin? And if she didn't attend the ball to meet the prince, but to kill him instead.
Oh!
I mean, how cool is that? My niece loves her books.
Tori, tell me if you've read this this?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure she has. Maybe
And
she has.
she
I don't know.
probably
But
has.
if you've read
And,
it, you need to tell me.
her second series is A Court of Thrones and Roses, and that's sort of on Beauty and the Beast. And then there's a newest one called Crescent City. And the first book of that is House of Earth and Blood.
What was her name again?
Sara J Maas. She'd be in her late...
S-A-R-A-H.
Yeah,
Okay.
J Maas. She'd be in her maybe her late 20s, early 30s, because she was 16.
M-A-A-S, but I'm going to put that in the thing because I know there's some readers out there that will love this one.
Will love it. And my niece said, get it, you'll love it. And she's so excited that there's yarn. So I ordered 2 colors from a Court of Thorns and Roses, and I'm going to make her a hat and mittens. So I thought then she could kind of wear it very proudly because that'll be fun. Cute names, mythological series. If you're into Outlander, she's got a series on that. This is amazing, and I just
this is probably Raptor's Kisses.
Raptor's Kisses.
Yeah, I don't know what story that
I can't remember. I mean, I could probably look it up for
Jurassic Park. No,
but
that's the only thing I can think of with raptors in it.
Yeah, but she uses ideas or characters from the books as her color names, which give fantastic. It just a little extra whimsical flavor. So, and I've communicated with Tristan a bit, and she's a nice lady.
As well. I think she's younger as well.
She's got a podcast going under the Dragon Hoard name, and she's just as cute as she can be, and very personable. I enjoy watching her.
Oh, cool. So, yeah, I know her name, and it's Trysten, Tristan. Oh, it's not Tri, it's Try. And I thought that was kind of neat because I thought she's got these mythological names, and and she uses the mythological writing, and the Dragon Hoard logo and everything is really kind of cool. And her name is spelled a little bit off. You know what I mean?
I mean,
because it's got a Y instead of an I, and
just a little more different.
Well, yeah, my niece is Madison, and my Beth put Madyson instead of Madi. So of course you can't buy her any little trinkets or anything. So I'm sure poor little Tristan's the same way.
You just have to have them custom made.
That's true, and they're worth it that way.
And then it's much more special.
So I bought
I
bought, like I said, I bought High Lady, and she's got another one called Cauldron Born and Surreal and Bone Carver. How fun would that be? Oh, that's an interesting yarn you're working with.
What is it? It's Bone Carver.
Bone Carver. No, oh, okay. I mean, it's like, whoa, keep your distance, lady. I got it figured out. So I'll be interested to see that when it's done. That it looks like it's just fun. It's just
it is fun, and and I really, really love the colors. I think that she does a nice job. A nice job with her color selection.
Yeah.
So, and I've got some more on order, and we'll be happy to share that when it comes in. I thought sure it'd be here by this week, but
this I am just like completely flabbergasted by this.
This is my.
Not only is it so like totally beautiful, but the fact that you did it in like a week and a half.
Yes.
And I blocked it all by myself.
And she blocked it and wove in her ends.
Exactly.
I'm so impressed. Like,
I mean, you guys should be.
You guys start calling her Leah.
Yeah. She should be. Oh, and speaking of our friend Leah, she had her baby. Yes.
Baby is here.
She was so the first.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday?
Wonderful. She's a Leo. She'll be great.
Leah and her husband Brenton make very nice babies. They're adorable. This is my Savvy Skeins shawl that I made.
I'm
really, really happy with it. It turned out. You got to help here, Deb.
Yeah, look.
It is
Look at how this thing is just
beautiful.
I'm stunned.
We are too. We're both like.
You think I never make anything
nice?
No,
but I mean, in the fact that it was done in like a week and a half. This is like
talk about but it's
and the fact that you washed it, blocked it, and wove in your ends too. That's like.
And your slip stitches are amazingly even and just so cool. Look at this.
It's just it's a really cool pattern. And if you'll recall,
Was this Vitis?
No,
No, this is Kessi.
That's the short throw one.
Oh, this was Kessi.
Kessi by Tamy Gore.
Right.
Yeah.
Kessi by Tamy Gore. And it really, quickly, it's a simple knit because it's mostly just a garter stitch. The only exciting part comes along in here where you're slipping stitches and you get kind of a lacy effect.
Yeah, and then, you're striping with the different colored yarns and then your yarn overs.
Yeah. And I did a I-cord bind off.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Oh my gosh, you did.
She did.
I know.
I was a slug this week, and
This would have taken me a week to I-cord bind off
me too.
that.
I
It
would have
took-
never.
A good amount of time.
That long of an I-cord bind off.
Oh
What
my
is that?
Lord.
About 7,000 stitches?
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't count them.
I wouldn't have either.
Anyway,
Oh.
real happy with this yarn.
Shout out to Savvy Skeins. I
Yes,
love it.
yes.
Right.
I ordered
And it's
from
even-
her
It's even
repeatedly.
softer now.
It is. It's really
It
I
is.
mean,
soft.
and it's
Super soft.
when you came in and you had it on,
Okay.
it just drapes
Yeah,
well.
it does drape
It
nicely.
just drapes. This is a great shawl yarn, not just probably sock. I would imagine it makes a great sock. I don't do socks.
Do you remember what
100%.
size needle you used on this?
A 4.
A 4.
Oh,
A 4. I used the Pims. I don't know if any of you
Okay.
Prims.
Prims.
See how pretty this is? Look, guys, look at this nice lacy pattern. Kessi, I love it. Oh my God. And the screen is just, I have no idea. Just because
Now,
it
don't
just
give me my
kind of,
coffee
I'm
again
not,
like last
I'm
week.
trying not to. But my arms aren't long enough to do anything else. I need extra inches.
This section is Labradorite, and then of course white and green are the solids, but this mottled
I love it.
is Labradorite. And I really enjoyed it. It was a good knit for me because it went along quickly enough that I could
Keep going with
kind of
that.
see the end.
Yeah, that's really nice. I love it. I'm
Yay,
glad
yay,
to hear
Savvy
that.
Skeins.
Yay. Savvy
Yay,
Skeins.
Savvy Skeins again. I
Okay.
mean,
The other thing that we did this week, Deb and I went into our local yarn shop,
Village Yarn Company.
and we have some information regarding what's going on there.
Yes, we do. Katie's working hard with everything that she's doing and trying to keep everything under control. And is that the Sharon? The Casapinka?
Oh yeah, the Casapinka.
Casapinka
Mystery
Sharon
Knit-Along.
Mystery Knit-Along. Anybody, do you know who Sharon is when it comes to Casapinka?
I do
I was
now
just going to
because
say
you.
it's not Chicken Sharon.
No, it's not our Chicken Sharon. Hi, Chicken Sharon.
Hi, Chicken Sharon.
It's not based on her. It's based after her cat. Sharon is her cat who's in charge and has a true catitude. So this is because Sharon is in charge of security, and I think that's the name of the mystery knit-along is something like Sharon with security or something like that. It's named after her cat. How cute is that?
So in other words, her cat is kind of like our Chicken Sharon.
kind of in charge,
Bossy.
fluffy, and
likes
cats.
fluffy.
and
And likes cats.
But maybe Sharon the cat doesn't like other cats. She probably just likes her, whatever. But anyway, Katie said, come on in. She's got some sets set up, and she'll be happy to make up work with you to make your own set of beautiful yarns that you might want to, if you didn't find anything and you had at home. And she was using mainly the Brittlicious.
Brittlicious.
I think
The lady's name is Bree, and she combined it with ridiculous.
So
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Anyway, she's got some beautiful colors, and she's got a lot that go along.
Did you bring any of that?
No, I didn't. I didn't. We didn't get any from there. I did buy some stuff when we were there. So Katie said, come on in, and she'll work with you on that. And we're going to keep you posted on anything that she's got going. Follow her on Facebook and Instagram as well, along with us. And she'll be able to help you out. Give her a call. She's there Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and
Friday, Saturday.
And then
Saturday.
short hours on
Short
Saturday.
hours on Saturday. So, and she got a ton new shipment in.
She's got, this is called Crazy Yarn.
And we've mentioned it before. We're going to go into it a little bit deeper today for you.
Yeah, this is Crazy Yarn. And Crazy Yarn is basically mill ends that have been put together into one single skein. It is a sport weight. I'm saying
sport
that
like
it's sport.
DK. Yeah.
Yeah.
but no two skeins are alike. So we pulled out 3, and here are the 3 that we pulled out. And what we have done with them, I have seen sweaters made up with the crazy yarn.
I have a blanket made of it.
Yes.
But what we have done is we've made cowls.
Yeah.
And this is called, the pattern name is the Mika cowl. Named
The
for,
Mika cowl.
because,
she kind of just made it up.
well, the yarn came in, and
I don't think you had a pattern or something.
no, I
to
just
do
did
with
it.
And,
She just did
And
it.
then Marcia wrote it up.
right.
Right.
But I just did it. And
Right.
what you do is you take 3 skeins, and
And do not try to match them.
Oh, yeah, no.
Find
Yeah,
three
no,
that you
no,
like
no, you
because
don't
they
wanna-
will come apart, and you have no idea, seriously, no idea what it's going to look like when you come through.
Right.
this
But-
is one of mine. I've made a couple, but this is one of mine. And again, it's 3 skeins and just knit together in a tubular fashion, and then connected with a Kitchener stitch. And so, and it does.
Yeah, so if you do the provisional
Cast
cast
Yeah,
on
yeah.
and then
But it
Kitchener
goes around
together.
twice real easily, and it's great under a coat in the wintertime.
This
see?
is popcorn knitting at its finest.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
This is the best. And see, here's another beautiful little skein. And you have no idea. Once you kind of wind it, you kind of see something else come through. You cast on like on, what was it, a 5 or 6?
I think it's 6,
I
think
and
it's
it's like
6
I think it's
four-
like 84,
84
84,
stitches.
86, and you just keep going round and round and round and round and round.
Yeah,
and round.
round and round and round.
It's
and go.
it's a
Brainless.
great one to kind of start and then just hang on to when you're in between projects, or you've just had it with your projects and you just need to step away from something. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
probably why she wrote it the way she wrote it. But Katie,
No, I was
has
just back into knitting when I did that. I had just retired, and I was in the yarn shop, and this stuff came in, and I really didn't have a project going, and thus it was born.
Well, Katie has a ton of it in the
Yes,
shop.
she's got a
So
lot.
if you are local, by all means stop in. This like I said is the epitome of popcorn knitting or potato chip knitting or social knitting,
Mindless.
whatever, mindless knitting, whatever term you want to call it. If you're not in the local area here in Indiana, you can order these from Stonehenge Fiber website.
Stonehedge Fiber Mill.
However, you don't know what colors you're going to get because you literally cannot pick colors. But
Right.
the last time I checked, you could order these
I think you can
online.
think
I
you
will
can.
double check and I will put a link down below if you can order them online. But
Yeah.
I did a blanket in this, and it's
It's
my
very
go-to
soft.
blanket.
Yeah, as you can see, it's 2-ply, really nicely done. They put the ends together. I don't know who does their coloring or whatever, but bravo! Shout out to Stonehenge from how wonderful and fun they make
I've
it.
probably used 30 skeins of this stuff, and
Oh,
I
at least.
haven't found any color combinations that I didn't like.
Now, our friend Sharon, that we talk about frequently, doesn't like red, and so she would use one of these skeins and cut
And
the
she
red
would cut
out.
the red out.
And
if,
so-
if there was any red in hers, she would cut it out, and then I got it.
Yeah.
And I know a lady that did that too. She when she wound it herself so that she could get an idea of the colors, and she broke it and wound it so because she wanted it to kind of progress. I mean, but because you can do that, kind
Oh,
of.
that sounds like a whole lot.
But
of
she
work.
wanted
No.
to do that. She wanted to have it so that it kind of blended a little bit better.
No, no.
She was one of those OCD type people.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could never
Well,
do that.
If you frequent the Village Yarn Company, then you're probably familiar with the crazy yarn.
Exactly. If not, you can always give Katie a call. She can put it in the mail to you. I'm sure she wouldn't mind doing that. If you
Right.
want-
Although
if
she'll
you
pick
want
the
it.
colors.
Yeah,
But
she would.
The
If
fun-
you could tell her, like, I want oranges, or I want blues, or I want teals,
Yeah,
or
if you've
something,
got
and
something,
she would.
and she would do them
But
together.
that's half the fun, is picking
Yeah,
the colors.
yeah.
It
It is. It is. I have
But right now
But I
she's
think
got.
I think it would be great fun to just order 3 of them from the actual website and just see what you
just
got.
see what they got.
Just see
You
what
never
you ended
know.
up getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
that's
never
true.
know. So
I think yours, the one that you had, looked like you kind of went, "Oh, I want blues."
well, it's got a lot of
It does.
burgundy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or burgundy. This one is more of a demonstration of what like literally
what a true is.
Don't care.
Yeah. It just rolls.
You know, but when you put it on, you usually only see one or two of the colors anyway, or a few of the colors.
You can turn it whichever way you want.
Yeah, you can
if you're wearing
showcase
more of a
whatever color you want on the front.
Yeah, she can put more of the pinkies up or the lighter colors. It's true.
Put your pinkies up.
Put your pinkies up. It's cute.
I mean, you can switch it around. If you have more purple on, you can switch it this way and just go, oh, I got my purple in the front now.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Yeah, so literally do it in any 3 skeins you want.
It's fun yarn, and it's kind of like a no-brainer. You just
it's not that expensive either. I think the towel comes out, what are they, about $12, $13?
I'm thinking,
like
between $12 and $15.
This might be a price on those.
This might be. No, I didn't see one on here.
They're free.
Oh, no, they're not. Listen to her.
No.
She's terrible. She's not free.
Somewhere between.
This one's my favorite.
I'm going to say there's somewhere between 12 and 20.
12 and 20.
I would say 12 to 15. I don't think they go up to
15.
20.
But they might. Who knows? Who knows with these days?
Who knows?
So.
At any rate.
This one's fun. I love this one. Unfortunately, I have to give them back.
So that's the news on Katie, and we'll try and have some information regarding Katie and what's going on in the shop each week, because we want to support her. And if you go into her shop, you'll see a picture of us on the counter. Not us on the counter, but the pictures on the counter.
Thursday, go on in and you can see us on Tuesday and Thursday. If you're missing us.
Anyway, she's helping to promote us in our podcast. So there you go.
We want to support Katie too. So
yeah, Katie's.
I wasn't as functional as you were this week, though.
Oh, okay.
But
you did get into the
I got into the bricks of the painted brick pattern from Stephen West. This is his hat. Okay, he's got a sweater with this pattern. He's got a couple of shawls with this pattern. And I don't know, his terminology and my terminology may be different, because when you do this bottom part here, you use the one color, you're still with the gray. When you get to this, supposed to be in the pattern, they change, like use your ends, change colors. I just happen to use one color. It says to carry the main color along.
Yeah. So you do it like
this. See, I'm carrying it, so it's like.
So you have floats in the back.
So you have floats in the back. Well, then I realized, why do I need to float it? I just need to carry it up here.
Oh.
It's because this is where, which I have to fix a little bit, but I don't need to float it along. I can just carry it up, because you don't do anything but slip these 3 stitches the entire time. You don't like knit them, you just slip them.
Oh.
So I figured I didn't have to carry it as much. So I have to work on that. It's different. I mean, to me, carry along meant doing this.
To do color work.
To do like a color work thing. See, that's what I would. But I don't think that's. I think he meant carry it along.
If you're not super comfortable with.
Well, don't cut it.
With two-handed color work, and with your tension on your floats, you could. It could mean it probably could be both. I mean, whatever way you choose. You could get into trouble with that, but
it's turned out really well. I did bring the pattern too, so that
you said that wasn't too difficult.
It's very easy to do. It's literally you slip the 3 stitches when you're doing it right here. You do your thing, and then you slip the 3 stitches, and then you knit for like 23. Then you slip 3 stitches, and you knit for 23 all the way around.
Let's not tell the whole pattern.
I won't. But then as you go on, you do a section, but you just slip them. I thought you would be like knitting them or doing because you were carrying the yarn. But it's really very easy, and it goes very fast. See? And I guess it's colder in Amsterdam, because he had 6 inches of ribbing folded up. And I'm not a big...
Well, I'm pretty sure it is colder than in Amsterdam.
Yeah, well, and I think if you're doing...
See, and this is Stephen's picture here, so I'll show you that. He uses blues and other colors, and he's got a pretty flower with his. But it's a sunflower, and I don't want you to use a sunflower. What the heck? See?
He's just covering up his face.
Aw, but he's cute. And then, see, here's mine, as you can see. It kind of gives you the same little bricks in there. It's just that I didn't use other colors. I just wanted the one color.
Right. Have you even got those colors yet from?
No, from England?
England?
No, we're still waiting for them to come.
You're gonna have the hat done before.
Yeah, I contacted her. I mean, I'm surprised because I ordered them the same day, and this came from Amsterdam in a few days. But he must use faster. He's bigger, so he probably has more.
Used a jet plane.
Well, yeah, he might have brought them over. Maybe he was coming for a meeting or something. So
and brought your yarn specifically.
Yeah, I could have been it.
Yeah,
for sure. He probably was like, "Oh, I gotta take it to her."
Yeah.
So this week I have knitting wise, I have only been working on our Corona cowl. Okay. So I'm not going to say whose it is, but I've only added this little bit at the end. But I also started something else.
Oh, fun! She started something else.
I did. I started it Wednesday, and I thought I was going to do it in single crochet because that's how my mind went. But then on Wednesday night, I tried it in single crochet and I realized it's not going to work too well. And the pattern is either knitted or Tunisian crochet. And
I like Tunisian.
And this has color work.
No.
And all sorts of other things in it. And I thought, I don't know Tunisian, and I don't know if I want to learn Tunisian and color work too at the same time. So I'm going to go with the knitted. So I tore out the crocheted version and I started in knitted. Started it on Friday at work.
Okay.
So remember, I was crazy busy on Friday. Mm-hmm. So I have the first 2/3 of the first block started.
Is this the house one?
This is the house one.
Yeah.
So, okay, so it also has intarsia, which I've never done before, but so a new technique, right? So my first little intarsia block, this bottom one right here is my very first ever intarsia block. But it is called the Stay at Home quilt.
Cool.
And the pattern is actually, it's called Stay at Home Blanket. The pattern is actually for worsted weight, and I'm doing it in fingering.
Oh my gosh. So this
is a decade-long project.
Yeah.
And it has a whole boatload of colors, but I am going to do it in the red, whites, and blues.
Oh, okay. Well, good. That'll go with your house.
And probably gray. And when you get it all done, it looks like a quilt. So you do these in 9 house runs.
Okay.
So you do the bottom of the house first in a strip.
Okay.
And then you pick up the peak, and then you diagonal the so at any rate.
Sure.
Yeah. So when you're all done, you have a whole mess of blocks like that. And
it's going to be fun.
You put them together and you have a quilt that looks like a cloth quilted quilt.
Right.
Cool.
Oh, and it's fun. It's ground floor. Roof,
yeah, the ground floor,
left
the roof.
sky, right sky.
Yeah.
Fun.
So that was, I basically
you were busy at work.
I was busy at work, but and then I had to learn how to do intarsia, which, yeah.
It's not too bad. You just have to remember which way to turn. I think that's one of the tricks to it too.
But also in stockinette, which almost every video that you see is in garter. Is in garter. So my very first one I did on the wrong side.
Oh, I wouldn't.
And I quickly learned that you have to keep your yarn on the wrong side. Yeah.
Oh. She's a better girl than I am, because believe me, I probably wouldn't do that. This is something I wouldn't even sew.
No.
I'd get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and become a table runner.
I thought it would be a great use of...
A necktie. Use of your fiddle bits?
Yeah.
Our fiddle
no,
bit
you're just using fingering? Do you want bits and pieces of fingering, or you just want red, white, and blue?
I'm unraveling.
She's unraveling one that she had been doing, so
yeah,
she actually has.
So I have a whole mess of that. Okay. Oof, I was getting warm.
She was getting warm. She had to get that off.
But it did cover up my double chin, though, so.
I know, it's like a turtleneck, you know? You can get your turtleneck up
I have to go like this and like push my head forward so I don't see my double chin. Whatever. I don't care.
It's okay.
So that's what I was.
You're working
I was playing with this a little bit just to see what it would look like. Yeah, my house is going to be like 3x3 instead of 9x9 or whatever it is when you do it in worsted and you know.
Right.
So of course, there's a bunch of people that have.
Her husband's only 6'10", so he will never be
He's
able.
only 6'4".
Oh well.
Only.
So I mean, how many houses are gonna have to make to cover the poor guy? You know?
No, he's not. No, I'll wait. You know what? You will have the blanket done at your house way before I get this one done.
We'll make it a race.
I'm betting on Sue.
She gave me a quilt to fix. Gosh, what, 4 years ago? Something like that.
But no, I gave you 2, and I've got one back.
I got one back, and the other one I just have pretty much just one kind of section to do, and I think in my mind it might be I might sever the relationship or something if I give it back. So I want to hang on to it. I move it quite often.
You can't get rid of me.
Yeah.
Maybe you could take another fabric item from the house and get.
Well, I have another quilt I could give her.
One.
I got another one I could give her. You know, I could give it to you right now.
No, that's right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
See, if you were worried about the relationship thing, I can give you another one.
If I get worried, then I'll mention it. But until that time, I think
I think maybe you'll end up giving me your sewing machine and go, "You do it. You do it."
She's got 2 or 3.
Right. I'm sure. Yeah. So
For 4?
Yeah.
4.
Mm-hmm. You can never have.
Well, she's got 4 appendages.
Yeah, see, I got 2. And away we go, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really want to get one of those. I'd really love to get one of those tabletop weavers, just because I think that anybody who weaves is amazing with the chunk chunk and the colors that go through. Oh yeah,
but setting them up, the
yeah, I'm getting it all through would not be, you know. I did take out
I think you'll only be able
my knitting machine this week. I made a hat this week.
Wow,
yeah, I did.
You hadn't used that, had you?
No, I've used them. I used them both. So it's the little one that I haven't used much at all because it kind of makes the sock.
Oh yeah, you've gotten a hat.
Yeah, you don't wear hats. You don't even wear your cowls or your scarves or anything. Yeah, you're like me. I don't even wear them either. But I needed it as a gift, so I took it out and I cranked it up, and I got. That's what I did. That was my main thing this week, but I didn't do anything else.
Okay.
Trying to think of anything exciting. I've got
You're gonna have a crick neck by the time you get done with this podcast.
Me from doing this?
I know
my hair.
You need to let it keep growing because pretty soon you can be doing the share.
I can do the share. I can actually get it into a ponytail now.
We could braid it. We could sit here and braid your hair.
We could play with it.
Oh my
gosh. So thick. Look at how fun that is.
I can barely get my hand around it.
I am so jealous. I don't have any hair. See, mine's like this. And like we've said before, that's one of my main goals in life. I'm going to get a long wig someday, and I'm going to be sharing. What? I saw some lady, she had a real cool one. And it was long hair. And I know this was the way it was. She was in the store because she went and scratched her head. And the hat and the wig moved. She just got the hair down here.
Oh my gosh.
And the hat. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I thought, I bet I could wear that one.
Did I tell you?
Then I could do, okay, guys, we're talking today.
I've told you about the time when I was doing the chemo and I had a wig on. And I was in.
You were so hot.
It was so hot. Yeah. And I was in Costco?
Yeah.
And I was with my son, and we were in an aisle, and there was no one else around. So I whip off the wig, get a tissue, and dry my scalp, and a lady came around and took one look at me and said, "Oh, I bet that does get hot." And I said,
Yeah,
it does.
It sure does.
Put it back.
Yeah.
That's like being caught with your pants down.
Whoa! No, I wouldn't want that.
There was, yeah.
Well, did I tell you guys when... Tori, whatever.
She didn't tell you.
I know I didn't tell you guys, but so Tori called me. This was several weeks ago, probably a month ago. I don't know. So she video called me, and she's like, "Mom, look!" And she flips her hair like this, she had shaved her whole head on this side, and then she flips her hair like this, and she is shaved all the way like this. But if she was just down here like this, because her hair is super long, you can't tell. So it totally took off like a bulk of hair.
Oh, so like
but section here. Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That would be neat.
Again, I've had my head shaved. Wasn't a look for me.
Well, but she has like, you know, a 3-foot mohawk. So not that it's standing up, but yeah. So I was kind of shocked a little bit at first, and then I'm like, no, that's really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
That's really cool.
Neat. Cool.
It probably is. It probably is cooler.
Yeah.
I would imagine so. Yeah. Plus, you can do so much more with it. She could go to one side, do like a side ponytail on this side, and then she'd have the shaved head, which is all into it and everything.
I'm just making sure it's still recording.
The red button's on, so far so good. So, you know, and again, if we zap out, we loved having you like us, watch us, subscribe,
and hit the little bell.
Yeah.
That way you'll get a notification every time a new one goes up.
And we're at,
it's on the subscribe.
It's on your phone.
It's bell notification, so that it gives you a little ding on your phone when a new video goes up.
Yeah.
Or it'll let you know.
I posted something on Instagram this week, and I got a notice back from the place that it landed saying, "Thanks for the information, but this has nothing to do with their company," and I have no idea what. I took a picture.
I will show you how to do it.
I took a picture.
I will show you how
and
to
I
do
went
it.
bang, and I was like, okay, it'll be on my. And I looked at my Instagram, and it's not there. And I thought, okay, maybe it takes a little while. So I went and did some stuff, and then I went back, and it wasn't there.
Oh my gosh!
And then all of a sudden, I looked on my Instagram.
Well, you had to show me.
Yeah, I know, but
and I was like, oh, and he goes, well, thanks. And I
thanks,
posted a picture, and he said, thanks, but this doesn't help us. Nice job. I think he put on there, nice job. And so it was a picture of my hat, and I think he said "nice job" or something like that. And so I was like very impressed with it. And
silly old lady, you don't know what you're doing on Instagram.
So
oh my gosh,
it's the way we go.
Great.
So anyway,
I'll show you how to do it.
Anyway, so how's Karen doing with your test knit? Doing good?
Oh, she seems
which is Stormy.
Yeah, we've got Stormy. Hopefully. Oh, did you see it?
I did see it.
How did it look?
It looked like you needed to define how you make one.
Oh, good.
All right. They're picking apart my pattern, which is fine.
Which is what the test knitter is supposed to do anyway. They're supposed to do
anyway, once we get that back and we get the corrections made, we'll have Stormy back here on the podcast, and we will. The pattern will be available at our local yarn shop, Village Yarn Company, because she has the yarn that I use to make it.
Right.
So hold on, and it'll be available for free. If you buy the yarn there from Katie, the pattern will be available for free. I'm not professional enough to ask for money for anything I've created yet.
We may get it elsewhere for those folks that are watching that are not.
Can't get into the Village Yarn
Company.
We could post it somewhere else.
Post it somewhere else, or send it out to a couple
we'll
of
figure
shops
it
or
out,
something.
and when it's available, we'll let you know where you can get it.
Particularly if there's an interest. We have another one. I have another one out being tested. Kristen, a good friend of ours, is testing it, and she's a very precise.
This will be great by the time Kristen's done.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
A very precise knitter.
It'll be perfect.
I'm sure she's making corrections as she goes. But she did compliment on the pattern. She is very complimentary.
Awesome. Cool.
Awesome.
So I know she's working on it. And when that one's ready, that one will probably have some money involved with, because that one, to me, that was more work.
It was a lot of work. It took
the spare tire.
The spare tire. And there's a big long story to go with spare tire.
Yeah, we'll fill you in on the day that we get to that point. So, but we're thinking of you guys. We're thinking of things to get going, and we're getting ready to move on and do more and give you lots of information and
lots of fun things.
Fun things that we do during the weekend. If you ever notify us and tell us something that you've done, we'll be happy to share it too. We can kind of.
Oh my gosh!
I even reached.
Hit us up on Instagram, because I know you can't on YouTube. Our viewers can't show us pictures. You can't attach a picture. So find us, flock around the table on Instagram.
Yeah.
And show us there.
Yeah,
Like,
and
give us your love and,
yeah,
if you're,
we'll give you a
let's see
shout
what
on
you're
Sundays
doing.
and
If you're a local another local shop or a local dyer or whatever, and you would like for us to review or
work with you and
help promote you, we're open to that kind of thing.
to share.
We like to see new yarn.
Oh, we do.
God, it's great. And squishy mail is the best kind
It's
of mail
the best
to get.
mail ever. Almost as good as like a refund check.
Oh, I got a check in the mail this week.
Ooh, Brenda Holypark. And she even remembered her gift card when we were at the shop.
I found and used my gift card, Grant.
She did, Grant.
Yeah.
So it's there.
I had to add money to it, but
it's okay.
it's
Yeah,
used. It's
it was
used. So my son gave me a gift card for my birthday, and he asked about it because I mentioned it a couple of episodes ago. And he asked about it. Mom, do you know where your gift card is? And I assured him that I did. And so I want to assure you that not only...
You found it, but you used it?
I found it and I used it. So it be gone.
Yeah.
But I still have a check from my mother I need to cash. That was for my birthday as well. I think that at my age, she should be giving me $1 per year.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's on a fixed income. She can't come up with that
so
kind of
am
money.
I. What?
Well, $1 per year, I think is
I think that would pretty
satisfactory.
close take to her monthly income.
I think my husband needs to give me at least $5 per year.
That he's lived with you? Absolutely.
Yeah. No. That for my birthday.
Oh, that would be better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for my birthday.
Yeah.
I told
Sure,
my husband-
$5 a year.
I think your husband is probably
I think if
pretty
your
generous.
husband is still working, that it's $5 a year for your birthday.
Yeah.
Once you're retired, we can drop it down to
I got pretty
$1.
roses for. I
Then
got
it goes
pretty
fixed
flowers
income.
for my anniversary.
Anyway, I've been
Birthday.
pondering that. I told my grandson I was going to give him $1 per year, which would be $17, and I've typically given him $100 for his birthday. So
So
you're at the $5. See,
he wasn't in
$5.
favor of the $1 per year.
No, probably not. Probably not. Yeah.
Although my mother is 93, going to be. Are you going to be 94?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
you would.
Yeah.
She will.
I
be.
think she
And
deserves $5 a year.
She does.
I'll have to
I
float
think
along
so.
for that one.
Yeah, I mean, really, when you get to that
But
point.
yeah, I told the girls when I came in that Mom called me after our last episode to reiterate that the old time candy store is in Wakarusa,
Indiana.
and that if we wanted to come up and go to the candy store, that she'd be more than happy to accompany us on our journey.
My mom will be up someday, and well, maybe not her. She still has to work.
Yeah, I gotta work.
But we don't. We can always check out. We can come up on a Friday or something.
But if we went up on a Friday night, we could do our podcast from her house.
That's true. We can do our podcast from anywhere. I actually thought about this, but we would have had soggy bottoms again if we had gone outside.
Right, because
it's been raining here for the last 2
And
days.
I'm
soggy
lazy,
bottoms.
and I still haven't taken my cushions down. So
Well, don't bother now. The sun's out.
Well,
The
they'll
sun's
dry
right.
this afternoon, so that'll be a helpful thing. So
I'm not going out there and sitting today.
I don't think we need to bore them anymore.
Nope, I think we're doing good. I think we covered everything we needed to
Yeah.
cover this week. We talked about
That's
And I
lot of
didn't even
things.
have to go to the bathroom.
Savvy Skeins. You didn't have to go to the bathroom, so we had a light breakfast, so that's probably why we didn't.
Yeah, so now we need to have lunch.
So now we need to get going to the lunch stand
Drink some more
and
coffee.
straighten up and do the digesting of what we
Whatever.
did today.
Yeah.
You know, so you all have a wonderful week. Keep
Yeah.
happy, keep safe, and
healthy.
subscribe and ring the bell and whatever else you do with it. And hopefully you'll see something on my Instagram. And
I'll show
maybe
her how
I'll
to
send
do
it to Sue and just let her put it on Flock Around the Table, because it's probably the best way to do it than trying to figure it out otherwise. All right.
Goodbye. Have a good week.
We'll see you all next week.
Take
Have
care.
a good one.
Oh, she's gonna do it this
I'm going to hit the button this week. I want to get in the frame. Oh, I can't get over that far. I'm too